This is the last notebook on Introduction to RMSP series. So far we have seen how to load drilling data and process the drilling data. We have seen how to load meshes and solids. We have seen how to build regular grids and subgrids and flag, and how to visualize all those data types. And now the focus of this notebook is going to be to introduce to project parameters. So project parameters are useful when you want to keep consistency across the entire project so that every variable looks the same and you don't need to be specifying it in every location. Here I'm going to be focusing on the main properties that you can specify with project parameters on this notebook, but I do recommend as a next step to check out the introduction to workflows, because project parameters are extensively used on workflows, and the setup is a little bit different as we define the project parameters in a separate parameter file so that it can be accessed by all the notebooks within your workflow. So to start this notebook, what we're going to do is to load some of the data that we have created so far. But before we do that, let's just load the packages that we're going to use, activate license, and print the environment on the screen. So starting with the composites, we can load the composites from Pickle, and we are going to be using the composites that are flagged. So that's going to be output flagged and then comps.pickle. And remembering that composites are coming from the deserving, and composites are interval data. For this particular notebook, I want them to be point data. So I'm just going to convert the composites to be point data. It's always good every time you load some data file to take a look at what it contains. So we loaded the pickle file with our composites, and we can check if it has the domains, and it does have the domains flagged. So that's the correct one. Now I want to load my topo from my output. And let's just print that on the screen, and we can load also the solids. So RMSP dot from pickle output, and it's going to be domain solids. Remembering that domain solids was a dictionary already with the low grade and high grade. For this notebook, I want to keep them separated. So I'm gonna actually do low shell and high shell and get just the values of that dictionary, so that the low shell and high shell are assigned separately to separate objects.